because I'm just trying to keep my hands very moisturized because it is cold and they be dry and cold at the same time. So I'm just trying to, yeah. Now it's slippery. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Arabezi Tebulom Rogani. It's a great pleasure to have you in my space. You know that's what's up, that's what's good, and that's what's popping. So child, here's the chat. Let me tell you what's like. So we're gonna have a chit chat situation today because I'm trying to, unpack my thoughts, put on a diary, and that diary be this video, right? So I recently just turned 23, right? And I'm not. It's great and it's not great at the same time because you're in a point or at a point in your life where you're not very certain where you're going, what's happening, should you be doing something, should you be where you at? You just like you're very much confused, So that's what's been happening in my life basically, and I'm not finding it cute at all. I'm definitely not finding it a pleasant journey because, listen, I knew throughout the, I think it's been happening throughout the whole year, but it actually becoming a thing, me actually feel like this is the last time you guys will be hearing me saying out my age out loud because growing up is not the best thing ever. I used to think that when I was young, and then I grew up, and then I was like, I don't appreciate what my life is becoming. I genuinely don't. So, okay, here's my chat. I understand that we are like working on God's time, right? But at the same time, I cannot stop myself to think that I should be doing something, because I'm currently, like I said, just literally turned 23, still live in my mom's house. I'm a student. I don't work. I don't work at all. My mom is how I make a living. That's wrong to say, but that's where I get my money. Like, my mom is my only financial supporter, right? Cool. Looking back, I would have never thought that this would be me right now in my mom's house. Like, thing is, I think making plans is a good thing, and to a certain point, not so much of a good thing. Or maybe, let's say this, maybe making plans is a good thing, but what I'm learning now is to make plans but still understand that it is possible that my plans that I have made for myself do not necessarily align with what God has intended for my life. And I'm literally at a point in my life where I'm learning to unpack my dreams, or not my dreams are still set, to unpack my plans so God can take forth what what he has intended of my life. And it's becoming so stressful. I was telling my mom the other day, I'm like, hey, but Mima, I go on social media and oh guys, my child, I'm like, hey, you're what? What are you doing with a child? And she had to remind me that sorry, hi, you actually at a point in age where people get married, people get engaged, people start having babies, in case you're not aware. And I'm just like, the only thing I'm stressing about is getting my degree, honey. That is literally. But I think one thing that I've learned throughout the whole journey till today, even though I'm still struggling with it, is that my plans or my dreams are not exactly plans, right? And how my dreams unfold cannot necessarily go according to my plans. And it's so hard to understand, guys. We tell ourselves, let's not be pressurized by what this person is doing, by what this person is achieving. You try your very best not to be pressured by that, but at the same time, putting to mind the goals and plans you had put for yourself, it just puts a strain on you personally. And child, And I was having a conversation, and some of my friends do really understand. Here we are kids, but at the same time, I'm like, guys, no, 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 no. We are not kids. We are really getting old. Not old, but we adulting to a point where we are literally responsible for every decision we make, and how it impacts us. We're still responsible for those consequences. So we are at an age where choices are what drives us. The choice that I make now is definitely going to impact my next step. So it's just so tricky, honey. It's so tricky. I don't know. I don't know how to take this thing in. Like, you guys, I get excited for um I get excited that I managed to, you know, submit on time. That's what I get excited for. I get excited that I'm able to go to sleep. I do not get excited for going out, but I'd like to go out when I can. And when I actually do go out, I have a blast and I feel like I need to go back there. But then I think about, do I really? Everything is just so confusing. It's like you are trying to balance being a teenager and being a young adult at the same time. At the same time. And it's just like, and I keep telling her, I want to move out. And the reason, so not that my mom doesn't do, my mom literally does everything I ask her for. Okay, not everything, but she thinks about it first. Obviously, is it conducive for, you know, a 23-year-old, a hun? But at the same time, guys, I get mad because, and I can't get mad. In my head, I'm like, I get mad, but I can't. I'm not supposed to get mad because you should be out of the house, eh? You know, you should be out of the house doing your own things. And I genuinely do regret studying in Bloom where I'm around my mom, but I do understand why she needed me to be close to her. So I'm like, sometimes when I'm home, I'm like, hey, even just a few days ago, I had like a severe panic attack, and I was just so stressed at what's becoming of me, you know. And get me, don't get me wrong. Let me put this out there. I'm very proud of where I am. I'm proud of what I've achieved. I'm proud of what I'm doing for myself and my health. And I think another thing that I always say, I try my best to follow, like, say for instance on social media, I follow people that I know that are going to, you know, engage me in a positive manner, instead of just, you know, those people that are setting goals that are not realistic and look down on people that are, you know, trying to meet realistic goals. And I'm thinking, okay, please don't mind that I'm rambling. This is me just drawing my thoughts on a board. I have still another year of school. It kills me. That just, it puts me down. I have still another year of school. So I'm basically going to graduate at the year of 24, 25. I plan on graduating very good time. So should that be the case, next year will be my last year. But at the same time, you don't know what's gonna happen, right? So I'm just saying, I still have a year, like a whole full year left of me studying. I still intend on doing my master's right after this. So, and I still want to work. I think right now, should I not further my studies, it would be because I'm trying to move out and just, you know, be independent. I think that's one thing that I'm chasing. I'm chasing being independent. I want to be dependent financially. I would, I want to be independent financially. I think financially, guys. If you know me, I love my money. Money is the love of my life, you know. And it's not that I'm spending the money. I have places to go, but knowing that I have money just makes me happy. Knowing that my bank has something that I can just, you know, sometimes when I'm having a bad day, I can just. But then the more you grow up, you realize, man, this is really not even enough money. 100 rand is like close to, it's equal to a rand right now. Inflation, with inflation and everything happening, guys, do you understand my concern when I'm like, I need to get out, I need to get a job. Every time I try to get a job, my mom panics. Like, oh, and now COVID, she's panicking a bit more. She's like, oh, what are you gonna do with the job? It's COVID. Like, you're gonna get sick. And when I get a job, she's probably gonna be happy. I'd like to believe, but at the same time, shoot, it's gonna be worried. But guys, I'd like to believe I'm not the only one going through these ongoing conversations with your mind, yourself, about where you are, where you plan on being, and where you come from. You know, looking back, I can say, ugh, you've done something for yourself, honey. You know, and going forward, I can see what I want to achieve, but am I gonna give it a time? You know, they say setting goals and giving it a time frame is amazing. That's great, great. You know, but I think they should have also told us that when you give it a time frame and you're not able to achieve it despite what you've done for yourself, or putting in the work, it's still fine. If you don't achieve, you can still try. Going back, remember you guys asked me what I failed at. That's what I failed at understanding. I failed at understanding the concept of time frame. You know, it's been ridiculously hard to understand that God's timing is not your timing. We say this, we'll be saying it, posting it, but do we really grasp the concept of God's timing is not your timing? Because I'd be just like, what? Can we have a conversation where we just align our times? And sometimes I'll be telling God, okay, no, God, please do me a favor and hurry this up. But at the same time, there's a reason as to why you are not at this place at this certain time and you are at this place at this certain time. And it's one thing to say these things, but to really sit down with yourself and just understand them and be okay and be content with where you are. It's just ish. It's a hard pill to swallow. And even in friendships, in relation and in romantic relationships, or family relationships, I'd like to be able to, gift my mom a huge gift. And financially, I do save. I'm very, like, I'm very for saving. I really do promote saving, but sometimes you just need to, save for yourself. And I normally save so I can gift this, I can buy this. It's not, I'm saving for a rainy day. I save for a certain thing. And I'd like to be able to buy, and I'm a very, like, my love language is gifting and receiving gifts. So I want to be able to gift. So I can't be gifting people when I don't have money. And I have to wait for my mom to have money for me to have money. You see the stickers? Sure. And I hate waiting. I'm so impatient. I am so impatient. And that's one thing that 2021 has taught me, honey, to be patient. Yeah. Hey. But oh, yes. I have been, I've been patient. I have been patient with people, with myself, with God, with the world, with COVID. I think everybody's just been patient with COVID. I think we're not even at a point of being patient. We're just so annoyed. It's hey, dude, leave, so we can start living. And I think consoling myself with the fact that it's COVID, there's certain things that I would have loved to do. I had written like a year plan of what I would like to achieve this year, and normally I would not host or have drives. I can't have those drives because asking people for money, I know I don't get money because I'm always at home. Sorry, my mom feels like you're in the house, there's food, whatever you need, you can, like, I don't need to give you the money that I would be giving you when you were always leaving the house. So it's just that thing that I also can't expect people to be giving me money for these drives. And how exactly do I intend on delivering these things, and making sure that the people that have to get them, because at this point a lot of people really do need like help financially, but now I can't do anything. I was even at like things that I love doing, I can't do, and you are literally forced to sit at home and be with your thoughts. It's a forced intervention, if I may say. It's like we are put in this house and everybody has a room, and it's just a white room where everybody has to confront their past, their fears, um their future, their concerns, and just everything. You have to unpack your mind and put it in a layer and just start drawing a mind map of what exactly you're feeling. And I've noticed with a lot of people that people are a lot more anxious now because okay, sorry about that. I had a little hiccup there. But as I was saying, people are a lot more anxious because you don't know what to expect. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Everybody is grieving. They're grieving jobs, they're grieving certain opportunities, family members, friends. It's just a time of understanding that it is by grace. Yep, I think that's just it. We are in a time where we have to understand that it is by grace and be thankful. You know, I think the more I think about it, the more I realize, despite the fact that I'm not where I would have loved to be, I'm still very thankful that I am here. First of all, still very thankful that I'm here. I'm able to, you know, have a roof over my head to eat, even though it's not how I would have loved it to be like, but still, it's there. And with time, things will start unfolding. But yeah, I guess that's my chat. That is just me rambling about what has been happening in my head, in my mind, where I am, and just sharing my concerns and hoping that the other person who is also going through what I'm going through, growing up and realizing that not everything has to be fast paced, not everything has to be precisely perfect, not everything has to be according to your plans or timing, but just believing in the fact that despite my concerns, despite my fears, I'm able to make it work. I can make choices that do influence the next step that will make things work for me in the future. How, and also just trying to learn how to grow in a small space so that once you get out there, you're able to just flourish. You're just investing in ourselves. You're literally just investing in yourself so that when you go out there, you're able to deliver. So yeah, guys, to everybody that is going through hardships, whether it's with family, romantic relationships, friendships, school, work, finances, guys, I'm just saying, love and light. I hope things start becoming a bit clearer, even though you don't see, but you see there's a direction. You know, you might not see the end, but you see there's a direction towards the end. And that sometimes that having that sense of hope kind of just gives you a bit of strength to continue going. Just be resilient in what you're doing. And yeah, man, that is my chat. I'm gonna go finish my cup of concoction. And yeah, hope that I have a great night, and hope that you guys also have a great night as well. So that's my chat. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching the video. I hope that you like what you saw. So do best and like, comment, subscribe, and share, guys. Let's like I've been saying, let's keep it growing. Thank you.